Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is FPLElmer. We're going to be going through my match day one team selection. This is not the final team. This is just my draft. It might change before the deadline. I'm going to put another video for my updated team later on during next week. I'm going to also post some shorts during the weekend before the start of the campaign. So make sure you look out for that. And the best way to be able to be in the loop with the Euro content is to make sure you subscribe. Make sure you leave a like on the video as well, because it really helps out the channel. And just without wasting any much time, let's get straight into it. So before we go into the team, of course, you can already see the team on your screen. Make sure you join my league. It's going to be two leagues, the Predictor League and the normal league for the fantasy. Make sure you join both of them. The Predictor League is also a fun league, so make sure you join up as well. So in goal, we're going to be having Verbruggen from the Netherlands. I think it's going to be a starter for the Netherlands. Of course, these things are not yet confirmed because the teams have been rotating here and there. And so I'm going to be going for him. Just a cheap goalkeeper option. Netherlands look pretty solid defensively, the likes of Van Dijk, Van de Ven, Dumfries in there, Frimpong. It's going to be, I think they're going to keep a lot of clean sheets, and that's why I've gone for Verbruggen in there. And then the other defender going to be the other goalkeeper going to be having in there, sorry, is going to be Matt Sells. But reports are coming in that Castile is going to be the first choice goalkeeper for the Belgian, so of the Belgian team. So I think it's going to be starting to look for another goalkeeper. The 4 million goalkeeper dream is gone, and so I think Matt Sells is going to have to go and look for another keeper. It was a decent option. I thought it was going to be the first choice goalkeeper, but the coach has made his decision already, so it's going time to move on to another goalkeeper. And then we have the defenders. They're going to be having McGahey in there. Since Maguire has been ruled out for the tournament, Gahey is going to be the next. I think he's going to be the starter for England at the moment. So it's going to be Walker, Stones, Gahey, and Luke Shaw, who is going to be fit for the start of the tournament. So I think that's going to be the team. It's going to either be Gahey or Dunk, but I think I'm going to be leaning towards Gahey to start because Dunk did not look really good in their friendly matches that were there last during the season. Did not look really good, so I'm going for Gahey in there. I'm going to be having Van Dijk. They've switched from Maguire to Gehi. I had Frimpong there instead. Maybe I'm still going to be going for Frimpong, but with Van Dijk being on penalties as well as the manager confirmed that Van Dijk is going to be on penalties. Maybe it's a very good option to have him in there. But Frimpong looked so good in the friendly matches the other day, in the right wing back position, or the right wing position, or whatever you like to call it. So it's going to be a tough decision between the two of them. I'm definitely going to be having a Dutch defender in there, but I'm leaning towards Van Dijk at the moment just because of the penalty situation. Then I'm going to be having DiMarco in there as well. As if you've watched the Serie A, you know DiMarco is so attacking. He's always on the final end of the pitch, getting assists, getting goals, and I think I'm going to be going for him in there as well for the defense from Italy. Italy are very good defensively as well, so I think I'm going to be going for Dimarco. Then we have Mittelstadt as well from Germany. 4 million defender. He's starting every match. He started yesterday as well. They're friendly against I think was it Sweden. So yeah, I think I'm going to be having him in there as well. Now he's going to be able to form. He's been really good from that left back position, getting assists as well. I'm going to be going for him. Then you have Faz as well from the Belgian league. I think he's going to be starting because Belgium don't have a lot of defenders in their team, or some of them are getting a little bit old, and he's one of the youngest in there. And so I think he's going to start at 4 million, a very cheap option as well, and that's why he's going to be on the team as well. Belgium look really good. I don't know if they're going to keep a lot of clean sheets, but just because of the price, I'm going to be having Faz in there as well. Plus, the defense looks pretty solid. Maybe a few changes here and there will make it look perfect. But at the moment, this is just the first draft, so I hope it's going to be looking good. So now let's look at the midfielders. Of course, I will go to the midfielders. Just a reminder: make sure you join the leagues. The links are going to be down in the description. And also, if you want a link, constant link, It's going to be over on Instagram as well, Twitter as well. I posted there, and also TikTok. But you can see the league link on your on your screen. But the Predictor League is going to be down in the description, so make sure you go check that out. So for the midfield, they're going to be starting off with Bukayo Saka. I think he's the cheapest of the England midfielders, and I think he's going to be playing. Of course, I don't know if he's going to be playing, but I reckon he's going to be playing on that right wing position because England not have a lot of right wingers. Foden is more of a CAM. You have the likes of Gordon who and Eze who are both left wingers, CAMs, that kind of sort. Not a lot of right wingers, so I'd expect Saka to start in that right wing position. But of course, he was injured before the end of the season, so we don't know what's going to happen. But I think Saka is going to start in that right wing position. Then you have Vats from Germany, 7.5 million. We all know how good he is. We all know how Germany look when they play with Vats, Musiala, Toni Kroos in there as well. So I'm going to go for Vats, but there's also an option for to go cheaper and go for to go for Toni Kroos, who's also really good for Germany when he plays there. And of course, they're at home. It's his final competition is going to be involved in. So maybe it's worth going for Kroos because he's going to put out his heart and soul into the tournament because it's its final tournament. So that's something to think about. But for now, I'm leaning towards Vats. Then you have Xavi Simons in there for 7 million. I'm not so sure if he's going to start or not, but I'm just going to be having him in there because he plays really well for his club. I'm not sure about his country. I'm just going with him in there because due to the 7 million I had left, and he was the only ideal option at that 7 million range. So I'm going to be going for him. Then you have Rodri at 6.5 million. We all know Rodri is a penalty taker for Spain, so that's something else that I've considered because in tournaments there usually are a lot of penalties, and if Rodri can be able to convert some of the penalties, and also of course he's going to be the main man. And I'm sure if you play for fantasy, you know that the app usually counts ball recoveries, and Rodri is very good in ball recoveries. And that's why I think I'll be going for him in there as well for Spain. Spain don't have a lot of good players at the moment. You don't know who's going to start. With the likes of Gavi, likes of Pedri. But at the moment, I'm going to be going for Rodri in there, but that might change a little bit late. Then you have Bruno Fernandes completing the midfield. We all know Bruno Fernandes is a monster when it comes playing for Portugal. He came off the bench the other day, got 2 goals and an assist. So I think he's the only constant in the midfield at the moment. I think he's going to be staying there no matter what. Bruno and opposite is going to be able to have a good tournament with the likes of Ronaldo in there, Rafael Leao in there, Fernando Silva in there as well. So I think Bruno is going to be able to perform and is going to be able to win the tournament as well. That's the midfield, full of goals, full of assists, full of ball recoveries as well. So he was going to be able to perform. So now let's look at the forwards. So as we look at the forwards, it's just a reminder. I usually post content over on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. So I'm looking to start posting on Facebook as well. All the links are going to be down in the description. So make sure you go check me out. And also, again, don't forget to join the league because you can see the code on your screen. Make sure you join up. So for the fourth, we're going to be having Harry Kane in there. You know, Kane is the bagsman for England. England look like they're going to go far, and that is going to be the case. Kane is going to be the one who's going to be scoring a lot of goals, and that's why I'm going to be going for him in there. Then we're going to be having Havertz for Germany. I think it's just a cheap option for the forward line. Of course, the likes of Lukaku also looking to look really good. But for now, I've gone for Havertz in there because he plays every match for Germany. The only problem with Havertz is he's not 90-minute man. He's not going to play the full 90 minutes, but I think he's going to be able to, the few minutes going to play, I'm sure he's going to be able to produce, and that's why I've gone for him in there. Then finishing off the team, it's going to be the one and only Kylian Mbappe. I think he's the only French person in the team. Maybe we'll change that because I like the look of their defense as well. But for now, Mbappe is the only Frenchman in the team. And Mbappe looks, he's been really good, moving to Real Madrid as well. He's going to be happy. He's going to be psyched up for the tournament as well. And also, he's going to be able to perform. He's going to be able to carry his team like he did in the World Cup. He almost won the final by scoring a hat trick, but he was not good enough in the penalties. But I hope that Mbappe is going to be able to perform. I'm sure he's going to be able to perform, and France are going looking the strongest team in the tournament. And just to see what's going to happen. But I'm sure Mbappe is going to be able to perform since he's a bagsman as well. So that's the team for the for that's the first draft that I've made. I'm sure it's come a little bit late because I was busy doing some things during the week. So I tried to take a back seat at the moment, but we're now back. We finished everything before the tournament starts. So I hope that the team is going to be able to perform. I'm going to be making another draft with not many changes, just a few changes here and there. But that's the team. So now we need to look how the team is going to be lining up as well. So this is how the team is going to be lining up. As you know, in a Euro Fantasy, you can be able to make transfers here and there. You can be able to change your captain as well. You can be able to bring in players from the bench. So it's ideal to start the players who have the first dates first, and the last days I think is going to be on 18th and some few players on 17th, as you can see on my bench. So the captain armband now is at Havertz. He's going to be playing the first one in my team, because we have it, and I'm going to change it later on, depending on the fixture and depending on the. I think I'm going to change the captain according to the days. So the first day is going to be Havertz, and the second day I'm going to change. So the team is going to be having Verbruggen, Gehi, middle start, DiMarco, Van Dijk, Saka, Vats, Simons, Rodri, Ken and Havertz are going to be in the team for the first couple of days. And then the bench, we're going to have Marcels, we're going to have Faz, we're going to have Mbappe, we're going to have Bruno finishing off the team for match day one. So that is going to change if the player not and the team does not perform, unless we have a very good bench that players can be able to come back into the team. So that's advisable not to put goalkeepers who are playing on the same day as well, that you can have the opportunity to transfer. So that's the team. That's how the team is looking like. Yeah, and with that, if you wanted to reach this far, don't forget to subscribe and leave a like. And with that, I'd like to thank you all guys for watching, and I'll see you all guys later. Bye bye.